So welcome and hello everyone, my name is Antihero and thank you for tuning in for what is to be the 5th episode in our Blackfyre Rebellion playthrough, or better called Blackfyre Bastardry. In the episode where we last left off, we joined the Liz Valentine War over something. I can't remember what it was, but basically Lady Qava Maegyr, she's a Maegyr. I want to say Maegyr, but it's Maegyr. Asked us to join into the war based on our shared kind of cultural heritage, and I was saying like Daemon doesn't seem to be a nationalist, but you could guess that he shares the sympathies, and he wants to invade Essos. I didn't finish that line of thought, but basically what I meant was, from a role-playing perspective, he would want an ally in Essos because he's going to consider conquesting it, the coastline at least, to start with, depending on how long he turns out to live, which is hopefully pretty long, because he's in fit condition. He is a formidable fighter. He's a formidable fighter, which gives health plus 1.5, 3.5, 1. That makes 4.5, and he probably has a base of like 5, or perhaps even higher. So that makes like he has a health of 9.5 to 10, so he's probably gonna live a long time, but you never know. Like, it's always depending on like probabilities. You can roll dice and get something. You can roll dice a number of times and get something which isn't like likely to happen. The odds aren't likely, but it can still happen because it's a chance. Regardless, I wanna do a recording session of 20 minutes, so I started the timer. So we're busy now. What we wanted to do is finish this war. Basically, Orbella of Liz doesn't have that many troops anymore. It's another Liz. The last one was a mere Valentine War. That was it. Yeah. Doesn't have that many troops. Only 3,300. And Lord Qava Maegyr. I'm sorry for that. She has 5,000 troops, so she should be okay. But role playing. It can sometimes be troublesome, bothersome, but it's also fun. Let me remind you, we are honorable and we said we would join, so we will join. So I'm sending the ships over here. We have 29,000 troops, so we don't actually need it. Liz. Yeah, we're just gonna sit in this capital. That's what we did last time, and it worked out pretty well, I would say. Secondly, what we want to do next, so let's get our timer running. So secondly, we want to attack River Run. Yeah, that's also something that we want to do. And thirdly, we want to imprison this man, because we tried to before. I'm going to show you something nice. So basically, because we're at Empire tier level, Empire tier level, that's like a double thing to say. I'm not sure what the word is in English, but because we're at Emperor tier, we can arrest people beneath our main vassals and another layer of vassals with impunity, because their opinion doesn't affect us. So from a gaming perspective, this is amazing. From an RPG perspective, it's the same thing, because it's just, stop it. You won't stop it. Okay, then I will arrest you. So he didn't stop. Now we got him finally. He's my rival now, though, because we tried to imprison him 1, 2, 3 times, and the 4th time was the charm, and he becomes a rival. I think I tried to imprison him 4 or 5 times by now. What we're gonna do, however, is release him. It just doesn't matter that he's beneath this guy of Kakoswent and the peaks. I think they helped us as well. They helped us, yeah. So we're not gonna call him for trial. We're not gonna castrate or blind, and we're just gonna release him, because we want to show the vassals that we're merciful. Then, another great way, what you can do, what is really important actually, is with bloodbackers, is that you continue to tell them, like, just to stop. Like, individual letters will be sent, but if you click the auto stop plot button, they will not get like the individual notification saying like stop it, just stop it. But it will give them, a better opinion of you, because they were discovered plotting, and from an RPG perspective, this will be true. They know that you know something about them. We know what they did last summer. So yeah, that's something that you just want to do, even if it's just a minor plot. But like, for instance, look at this Duke. We will get a plus 50 bonus, which in a gaming perspective means that they will like you better. They will be more likely to join plots. They will be more likely to join you in wars. So you only do this to Lana vassals, which is amazing bonus to have. And from an RPG perspective, this would also make sense. Why? Because you know they know you have something. You know something about them. You know something nasty. You know, which could get them into trouble. So they're more likely to join in a sense. In other sense, they're not if they. Brennan Rivers. Ah, this brings me to my the thing that I promised to do. Okay, so we're gonna wait. Princess Brennan, Prince Brennan Bloodraven is married to Maya Rivers, another of the bastards, not great bastards, but one of the bastards of she's my half sister, as you can see, of Aegon, the Unworthy. However, his true love lies with Shara Seastar, who's not here. But here you see he has Aegon Bitterstew as his rival. Why? Because they share a common interest. Princess Shara Seastar. She was the last of the great bastards. I promised to tell you something about her. She was the last of the great bastards of Aegon the Unworthy, and well, she was birthed from Serene Seastar, who was actually the last living member of an old and ancient but impoverished Valyrian noble family. Here she is. She's attractive. She's lustful, a scholar, rude. No, she was haughty, I would say. Cold, distant. Charitable? Not at all. Very proud. And she was a scholar and a charismatic negotiator. So, and she was R'hllor? Basically, Lord John Hightower brought Serene of Liz to Aegon because he thought it would please him. Like, he tried to get him a new mistress to appease him, you know? So what happened is that... I'm sorry, let's time around. What happened is that that she gave birth to the last of Aegon Unworthy's his kids. Yes, good. Stop backing thoughts. So as you can see, okay, now we do, okay. And it will say abandoned plot plus 10. So it's not a 50, plus 50 bonus, but it's a plus 10 bonus, which is great. Stop it, yeah, okay. Because it's such a large realm, you can just continue doing this. So in a certain moment it becomes bothersome, but you know, like it's really worth the while to do it from time to time, I would say. Oh yeah. So Shara Seastar was the last of the daughters, and what was the case? She was very learned. She was multilingual. She was very literate, and same as her mother, similar to her mother. Here we have Rhaegal Targaryen, who's her husband. He doesn't know that she was actually having an affair with... She never married, I would say, to Rhaegal Targaryen. But in this case, she did. Just like her mother, she's supposed to have retained her beauty. And it was, of course, just rumors, but by bathing in the blood of maidens and practicing dark arts. Brennan Rivers was her lover. He offered to marry her many a time, but she would always refuse him because, according to the books, she liked it more to see him jealous than to truly to truly give him what he wanted. And he had her. He had her bad. That's what she said. She gave him her bad, but not her hand. That's what's sad about it. And yeah, he loved her. He loved her greatly. And that's why I was reminded of it, because Aegon Bittersteel also desired her, and that's why they're bitter rivals. They're bitter rivals, and they hate each other. He doesn't like me because he's old gods, because he's title claimant, ambitious, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. Aegon never had her, though, but yeah, that's why they had this bitter rivalry over it. And what I said about it, it's a really nice sentence. Both Aegon and Brennan craved Shara Seastar, and the entire realm bled for it. Okay, so let's get back to the game. What we want to do was get here. We are already here. Of course we are, aren't we? Let me see. No, we want to lead the siege. We want our Master at Arms, Alan. Yeah, we want Kenrick. Wonderful man, wonderful man. No, we don't want him because we want him to, yeah, train troops. Okay. That's cool. Oh yeah, and lastly, what you can do is basically, because these vassals are not my vassals, they're like sub vassals. We can basically go to him, and he's like, he has 49 gold, so he's not worth a while. But for instance, let's say this guy, this Septon Alar of Saltshire. He has 54 gold. He is not serving me. No, he is serving Lord Daemon of Saltshire, who is serving Maron of Dorne. I'm sorry. And who is serving me? So he's a, not even a sub vassal. He's a, yeah, he's a sub vassal. We can basically go like, you know, we have power there, so we say imprison him. Okay, this is a bad example. End plot. Now he doesn't have any money anymore because he doesn't have the, how do you say, the treasury anymore, which was, you know, attached to his position as a Septon. But basically we can say, we want you to end the plot. He already hates me. Rival? Yeah. So the only annoying thing is, okay, this guy. So, no real chance that we'll ever have to face him like in a direct vassal relationship. We say imprison, we have 61% chance. We imprison him, and now we can say ransom. He hates our guts. Of course he hates our guts, but it doesn't matter because he's serving Ambrose of Esgarod, who is serving Lucas the Banner. He is the guy with the dragon egg, by the way. Ah! How funny, what a coincidence. Yeah, we want to know about you. No, he doesn't want to be in my court. Who's serving us, so it doesn't matter. And we get 25 gold, so this is a great way to amass, especially if you have like Duke tier characters. So let me check quickly. This guy, 101 gold. So always check their money, and then like it's gamey, but you know, like it's continuously do this. But I was offering you an example. It's a good thing to know. I'm sorry, my mobile is still on. Let me block the sound. Yes. Okay. So it's a good way to do that. To get a lot of money, but we will just say stop all plots for now because I can't, you know, I can't just do both right now. I have to focus on this war. So we're gonna attack Magister or Bellow of Liz. Go! Attack him. Let me light a cigarette because I want to smoke. I'm a student. I do everything that God has forbidden. Everything that is forbidden on God's green earth. No, I don't, but it's a saying, you know. I wish I was, but no. I'm a pretty decent student. Split in half. Yep. No. Combine. New unit. Yes. And they have 16.5. I think we have... Why can we not... Didn't we offer to join your war? Yeah, we offered to join your war. Why can't we attack it? What is happening? Eh? I'm sorry, I'm a little bit confused. No, we're already engaged in a war. Yeah, it's flagged as such. Yeah, okay, there we go. I was already confused. Okay, so may live in harmony and contentment. I've discovered a plot where Lord Ulmer of Blueburn seeks to buy Arthur of Tumbleton's loyalty. Your humble spy master, Lord Lucas of Harrenhal. So this guy wants to do something, and we cannot say end plot. Why not? Really strange. So we cannot even ask him to stop it. I don't care, it's cool. So basically you only notify me when they say like, no, we're not gonna quit, you know? We don't care. We don't care that like that I'm telling the Emperor to suck it, you know, to just eat it. I've decided to institute absolute realm authority. This is currently your formal lecture of the Stormlands, because we have Harrenhal. This is what I'm talking about. This is the gamey kind of thing, the game's kind of mechanics, which would normally never happen. He's not telling like his liege, like, you know, you're not my vassal yet. Ignore. Just ignore it, didn't happen. Okay, so here you see he doesn't want to end the plot. How much money do you have, sir? You don't want to end the plot, that's very cool. Okay, and we just imprisoned you. We'll just keep you there and release you when we need to. It ended inconclusively. Why? Because there is a new leech? What happened? Did she die? Casus Belli is no longer valid. No, she's still there. Okay, so that's that. What we wanted to do next was attack Riverlands. So that's what we're gonna do. We cannot do that yet because he won't accept off vassalization, which is also ridiculous, but it's just what it is, you know, you cannot really do anything about it. Okay. Okay, I think these are mostly special troops, are they not? Yeah. So we now have only our army from the rebellion, which we still have as a stack of people. We cannot declare war, why not? Okay. We have raised vassal actors. Where? Where do we have it? I think somewhere here in the north, yeah. So let's also do that. Realm Authority. We want large feudal levies, yes. Yes, please. And we want to first take care. We'll attack the Riverlands in the next episode. Our main aims now are take the Riverlands back, and let us see. We don't really have a way of attacking him. Embargo. All embargo wars, I would say. I mean, Emancipation of Myr, we can do an embargo war on Pentas, we can do Emancipation of Tyros, embargo, we can emancipate. Boring! It's not really fun to do. What we can do is make this guy our paramount, for instance, and then do something. I will check that out before I end this video. So it's gonna run for like another 8 minutes. So yeah, but before we do that, before we start offensive wars again, we need to take care of one thing. And that is, first let our... Okay, one title, we have 2 High Lordships already, so we would have to give it away. We don't want to do that. What we want to do is get a better. He likes us a lot. Selfish, just, lustful. But he wouldn't... I have to check what it depends on, like the trials, because it depends on, I think, so much. He has 0, 0, 7. I would say it depends on stewardship. That's what I would say. So we're gonna select him, and we'll just it just has to be that way. Whatever. Just have to call him for trial. We want to call Maron of Dorne for trial. That's what we want to do. We cannot call Darren Waters, former Targaryen Waters, for trial. But what we can do is call for trial Prince Maron of the Dorne. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna see what it depends on. I think it's diplomacy. I hope it is diplomacy, because otherwise we're royally screwed, literally. Starting back and forth, Lord Paramount Adrian masterfully questioned the accused, using every... So it does depend on diplomacy. Starting back and forth, I continue. Lord Paramount Adrian masterfully questioned the accused, using every superlative available in the common tongue. He captivated the court, ripping through the accused defense and showing them to be a liar. He made a strong case. He's guilty, finally. I've done this so many times, and every time they would say, like, the court deemed him innocent, and I would be like, no, he is obviously a traitor. Not more so than the other ones, but, you know, like, we could take stuff from him. We didn't. We just put him in prison. Like, shouldn't we, you know? What's the point, you know? Like, if the game doesn't work the way that, you know, the mechanics actually... So RPG became very difficult. So what we're going to do now is say, Tirosh, screw you, request it for us. So we're going to do that, and we'll say, we'll send him to the wall. Unpause him. Send him to the wall. Yeah, you don't want to stop doing that, so we're going to imprison you. You see over here, it doesn't matter. Like, he can flee anywhere he wants to. It just doesn't matter. Ransom. It doesn't mean that right now. That's my timer, but we'll continue for 5 more minutes. Because I find these episodes to be so damn short otherwise, but the upload time is just huge. So yeah, hi Septon, please. Yes. Give me my divorce. Are we already divorced? No, we're not divorced. Because otherwise we are not gonna be happy. Don't marry someone else, don't marry. Yeah. May live in harmony and contentment after much prayer and meditation. I've decided to grant your request to divorce your spouse on the grounds of consanguinity. She's not consanguine, but you know the woman we're gonna marry is. Mary proposed that Prince Daenerys and King Daemon get married. As a relative of a king, Daenerys would gain 6 prestige from marrying into House Blackfyre and 0 from marrying a king, because she's already at that level. It doesn't matter. Would result in an alliance with us. So now we await her marriage request. Do you have money? No, you don't. We are gonna imprison you anyhow, because we don't like the Iron Islands. So you see, it just doesn't matter. Now we finally got him. He's got minus 50, minus 100 for arrival. And we will immediately release him again, because he doesn't have the money. King Daemon and Blackfyre and Queen Daenerys Targaryen have gotten married, and it's customary for dowry to be paid to the groom's house. There's no one to pay it, because the Targaryens are, yeah, they are a failure now. In one playthrough, I was playing along a little bit to see where it was going, like what could I do, because I felt in my recording something went horribly wrong, and actually we got the nickname the Laughing Dragon, because we were the last dragon, and we were laughing at the Targaryens. It was an amazing nickname, and of course, you know, it wasn't recorded, so very unfortunate. But yes, in the next episode, we will attack the Riverlands, and what we'll do next is command this guy to end this war if we can. We can declare war if the Targaryen groups on. We might also do that if we cannot command him to end. He is attacking Prince in revolt against the rule of Prince Maron of Dorne. He is the son of our new wife, so she would tell us, please help my young boy, please help Frank Aegon. No, yeah, Franklin, right? Yeah, Franklin. Please help Franklin. Huh? He has such a proper Valyrian name. And yeah, next what we're gonna do is do this. I will show you briefly how we're gonna do this. We will make he likes us the most Grand Lordship Paramount. And I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but this basically is something that you can do. We will be sending, like from an RPG perspective, this would be like, we will be sending him a letter and saying like, listen, Lord Gerald, Hotstaff, you are a proper Andal. We are the king of the Andals, and we want to make it happen for you. We will grant you Lordship Paramount, and we will start conquesting lands for you, with you, and make you into the proper king of the Andals, where we are the ruler of the first man and the Andals. We are both, so we will, you know, raise you up to your proper title. So basically, this is actually Lordship Paramount rules over the lands of East Andalos. Currently has no incumbent separate from the crown. Grant the title to Lord Gerald Hardstaff and make them overlord of the region. Lord Gerald of East Andalos is granted the Kingdom of Andalos. Lord Gerald's opinion of King Daemon changes by 80 for 120 months. So we will make him a king. He's not a, he is basically a Lord Paramount, but he's called king. He only has 1 county though. But now, we cannot declare war. Basically, he should be starting to declare wars. He's not gained anything by it. He is the weakest, I would say. One of the weakest. Yeah, here he is. So he has only 673 men, but every time, perhaps it's not even possible to offer him to join war. But we will hope that he, that he will start his own wars, because these people are pretty much stronger than he is. Oh, sorry, it doesn't work that way. I thought it would be more easy. He might attack Royce. Is he a Royce? Great Sword. He's called Lord. He's Royce. Okay. Rugger. Yeah. So, and he might offer them vassalization, and it's the de jure kingdom is this. we can basically only do emancipations, and so we'll have to see what is going to happen. We might just have to start fabricating claims. But that's for the next episode. So yeah, I want to end this episode by saying, like, Daemon has finally married his paramour. He has married his lover, and the person he truly loved. He's divorced his wife, which will cause our family members to, oh, they don't even dislike us. But she doesn't really like it. Fired from council, divorced, -50. She still loves us, kind of. He hates us though, because we divorced a close relative, and it's like spitting in his face. That's what it is. And we did that because he dishonored us during the war. He did not do the honorable thing where we were honorable and married his daughter, like our father asked. Our father-in-law failed us, and by that, by extent, his daughter, even though she gave us 10 children. But yeah, it is what it is. Love is love, war is war. Okay, I want to thank you so much for watching. My name is Antihero. In the next episode, we will attack the Riverlands. If you like, please subscribe. It's really a boost to doing this, you know. And the people are watching it. I enjoy it, and when other people enjoy it, at first for a moment I thought, like, am I silly in doing this? But no, I really love it. I really love it, and because other people love it as well. And yeah, so thank you. Okay, till next time. Bye.